This is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com, and today I have with me the Samsung SGH-T349 for T-Mobile USA. It's a very low-cost messaging phone, slim bar form factor, and it has a hybrid QWERTY 20-key keypad. You can see that there are 1 or 2 letters per button as opposed to the normal 12-key keypad that you would see on most phones. So it's not quite the same as a QWERTY keyboard, but it's definitely better than a 12-key keypad that you would find on most phones. Normal D-pad here with a center select button, call, send, and end buttons, dedicated back button, and a dedicated messaging button. It can be set to any of a number of different messaging functions, such as the inbox or maybe your create message function, whatever you like. And of course 2 soft keys up here at the top. On the left-hand edge, we have the volume control and a micro SD card slot, but that's regular micro SD cards, not the high-capacity cards, so it'll be topped out at 2 gigs of potential additional storage. Back has a nice little design on it. There's a 1.3 megapixel camera lens there. On the right-hand edge, we have a proprietary Samsung data power headset port and a shutter button for the camera. Nothing to see up top except a lanyard loop. Nothing on bottom but the microphone hole. If we power up the device, you can see there's a nice backlight on the keypad. Glows quite brightly. Displays nothing to write home about, but more than adequate. And you can see that the system uses a new carousel type main menu by default. There is an option though for setting it up to work as a normal grid of icons. You can see that right here. We'll back out. So you have your choice of which way you'd like to do it. This is a little more conventional. There's a music player on the T349, but it's not particularly good. We have some music loaded up on a 2 gig micro SD card. You can see it plays just fine. The problem is that all music has to be put manually into predefined playlists. There's no way to just search through a library and have it music automatically organized for you. It's really kind of weak. We'll go into the messaging section of the phone. And you can see there's email support and instant messaging. We have a Gmail account already configured. You can see the Gmail message comes up just fine. But considering that text messaging rates apply for reading email, it's not going to be particularly economical for somebody unless they have a really large bucket of text messages per month. There are 3 instant messaging clients on the T349. We have the AIM client pulled up right now. You can see this is an existing conversation. There's also clients for MSN Live and for Yahoo Instant Messaging. We'll create a text message so you can see how the keyboard works. We'll choose one of the contacts. Send it to John Doe. I'm going to go into the message, and right now it has T9 enabled, so we're only going to press each button once. THIS. This is a test message, and you can put in 2 spaces to get a period automatically, which is kind of nice. Works pretty well with the T9 mode. Entering passwords and things like that, where you have to use the alpha mode, where you hit it twice for a H, for example, HELP, that's a little more difficult. T9 definitely makes it easier to use. We're going to activate the 1.3 megapixel camera on the device by holding down the shutter button. Hit the left soft key and you'll get the very nice Samsung menu. You see this in a lot of their devices. Very easy to use. Taking a photo is as simple as just pointing it and pressing the shutter button. There's no autofocus, of course. And you have options to send it to an online album. You can also switch to camcorder mode, although the resolution is pretty low, as you can see here. 176 by 144 maximum resolution. You can find contacts most easily by hitting down on the D-pad from the standby screen. Simple searching, just on the first name. For example, we can type J here, and you'll automatically see John Doe. If I erase that though and hit O as in Orrell for my own last name, you can see it skips over that and ends up at voicemail. can pull up contacts, and then you can move left or right to look at other contacts in the system. Simple contact manager, but it works adequately enough for most people. We have the T349's web browser pulled up right now, and since this is only a tri-band GSM Edge device, it lacks 3G data. Pages load pretty slowly. The browser is a little underpowered. It works fine for mobile formatted sites like this one, but it can't really handle real websites like other more expensive phones could. A wide variety of organizer applications included in the device. You can see we've got a calendar here, alarms, to-do notes, calculator, tip calculator, world time, and unit conversion. Also notice that we're in one of the main menu sections. We can move left or right on the D-pad to go through the other sections of the main menu. So that's our quick look at the Samsung SGH-T349 for T-Mobile USA. It's available for only $14.99 with a new 2-year contract, which is a pretty good low price. Has an interesting 20-key hybrid QWERTY keypad, which is pretty good for messaging. Although the email client's pretty weak, SMS does work pretty well. Weak music client, but at least it does have a micro SD card, so you can get some music in there, and once you get it configured, it's not bad. 1.3 megapixel camera is also nothing to write home about, but for $14.99, I think this phone offers a decent amount. So again, Samsung T349 for T-Mobile USA. I'm Michael Orrell for MobileBurn.com.